Hey there everyone, it's Anthony from the Beta Network here, and in today's video, we'll be taking a look back at two pioneering titans of the real-time strategy genre, as well as detailing their new additions in the Command & Conquer Remastered Collection for the PC. So do the two games in the collection, Command & Conquer, Tiberian Dawn, and Red Alert still hold up? After 25 years? Let's find out. First things first, can we just appreciate how undeniably 90s these film scenes are? You have to admire that exaggerated style acting. I don't even know what to call it exactly, but it feels very intentional, and watching them back to back is highly binge-worthy.
The possibilities of Tiberian are limitless.
In these initial two entries of the series, the cutscenes favour a minimalist approach in their design, tying in well with the overarching atmosphere and tone. I honestly prefer this direction, as it seems a lot more realistic. The portrayal of Joseph Stalin from Red Alert in particular truly captures that sense of his behaviour in that crazy, controlling, almost megalomaniacal manner the Soviet premier was infamous for, channeling all his subtlety and dynamics. Compare and contrast this to later down the line, when the Command & Conquer IP became a little too anime for my liking. Is that a giant samurai mech? Yes. Yes it is. The reoccurring motif in this franchise is the initial option to command one of two opposing forces. Usually either the Global Defense Initiative, GDI for short, a counter-terrorism organization set up by the G7 nations, or the Brotherhood of Nod, a secret society-esque group led by their charismatic overlord, Kane, who seeks to harness the power of the alien substance, Tiberium. Seeking control over said substance and unlocking its potential is one of the critical components and linking thematic elements of the series. Playing as the GDI, or allies, is rather straightforward. They're basically the good guys of Command & Conquer that strive for peace, prosperity, and not too much else in terms of thematic elements. Whereas the proverbial load of political intrigue, betrayal, and secrecy comes from the Brotherhood, or Soviet Union in Red Alert, containing some of the most hilarious cutscenes too. I love how Seth gets more and more sassy as he begins to rack up victories, or when Stalin says this.
Oh, you waste our time with magic shows?
So good. Gameplay-wise, Command & Conquer essentially involves gathering resources to build up a strong platoon, then eliminating all enemies on the field, and/or capturing and destroying their fixed structures in all-out warfare. To help break up this formula, GDI Mission 6 in Tiberian Dawn has you controlling a lone operative that has to sabotage a Nod base. The game keeps that RTS perspective, but flips to more of an espionage vibe. You'll be super concentrated on whether your solo unit's in harm's way, whilst figuring out the best tactics to advance, but also trying to keep him at a distance to stealthily take out enemies from long range. It's a bit of a juggling act, though still awesome stuff regardless. If you're familiar with the RTS genre, guiding your troops into battle will feel like a nice, hot cup of coffee. You can band units together, spread out in a perimeter to minimize group casualties, quickly toggle back to your last selection, build bases for reinforcements, have hotkeys that shortcut to specific units, and a host of other, timeless RTS functions. It does hold up surprisingly well, even a quarter of a century later. Each faction has a set amount of missions to complete that gradually slope upwards in difficulty the more you advance the story, offering players a solid challenge overall. Except for one mission in Tiberian Dawn, where you just place all your gunners in an armoured vehicle and literally make a beeline towards the end goal, like a boss. Yeah. Guys, we are so close to achieving our goal of 100 subs on this channel, so be sure to smash that subscribe button and press all on the bell notifications, so you'll be notified as soon as we upload. We very much appreciate all the support from our viewers on the channel, and we've been super inspired by all the positive feedback and messages we've received recently. Thank you so much. Back on topic, similar to other RTSs, making sure you're aware of your surroundings is crucial. You can easily get wiped out if you become too complacent. It probably isn't as hard as I'm making it sound, because I honestly am a lot better with turn-based strategy games, like Fire Emblem. I still find it hyper engaging and super fun. That being said, I must forewarn, however, you'll start to hear
Unit lost. Unit lost.
every 2 seconds, and it does get a little demoralizing. Now what's Command & Conquer Remastered Collection bringing to the table, you ask? All the expansion packs from the first two games are being integrated, including the covert operations for Tiberian Dawn, along with Counter-Strike, and the Aftermath for Red Alert. The original console-exclusive missions are being added in too. Graphics and cinematics have been upscaled to 4K, and each in-game model has been reconstructed for extra clarity and sharpness. You can camera zoom in and out to get a better view of the action, and even switch between the original and remastered graphics on the fly. There's bonus making of photos and 4 hours of behind-the-scenes footage showcasing the filming productions and the actors performing their iconic lines. The sidebar visuals have had a reworked, ergonomic overhaul too, and missions, hotkeys, and controls have been updated for a more contemporary look and feel. Speaking of contemporary, the multiplayer is now updated for modern RTS standards. You're now able to join and host games with a variety of customization options, and there's also a 1v1 quick match feature that has an ELO matchmaking algorithm. This algorithm focuses on certain maps and set game rules to cut down on luck and volatility, tracking your results with an in-game leaderboard. Jumping into the lobby, you can online chat with other players for agreeable setups, like choosing your team structure, field maps, and game rule selections. Players can now watch replays from custom and quick match games and spectate on live battles through the Observer mode, a much welcome inclusion for esports and match analysis. A map editor and full mod support will surely get the community's creative juices flowing, with open source DLLs to assist players in designing maps, replacing art assets, and editing data. The voice of the EVA, Kia Hunziger, is reprising her battle interface role, and the soundtracks have had an overhaul too. Original composer, Frank Klepacki, has remastered over 7 hours of music, including hidden and unreleased pieces from the two games. An additional 20 tunes will be included from Frank's collaboration with video game remixers The Tiberian Sons, due to the overwhelmingly positive reception of their concert at MagFest 2019. The group re-recorded their concert setlist in the studio with Frank, which encompasses several fan-favourite tracks from across the series. The best part is, all of these arrangements can be individually playlisted and embedded into the game through the Jukebox music player. For the most up-to-date information on Command & Conquer Remastered Collection, check out the official EA site and the Command & Conquer subreddit in the description below. While you're still here though, smash that like button and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more game reviews and comparisons every single week.